What to do, people? It's Hero of the Streets here with the review of chapter 137, Hard and White. Now, I'm just going to get straight into it. One thing I didn't actually notice was the fact that the first page was it zooming into Shibuya and it's just a black spot in the map showing just the magnitude of Geto's actions. Like, it looks pretty insane, to be honest. And so yeah, there's a lot of panic, as mentioned before. Standard. This review would really mainly be about my thoughts about what happened this chapter. The chapter was pretty clear essentially, but there's just a couple concerns in it. The main thing is obviously Yuta Okotsu. Okay, there's two things: Yuta Okotsu and the announcements. So yeah, let me get on to Yuta Okotsu. Now, in Volume 0, Rika was dispelled. So I don't know what Rika he's referring to. I don't know what's going on there. And to be honest, they didn't really show what Rika looks like. So maybe it's a thing that they're kind of, how do I put this? For like new readers, they're just trying to keep suspense alive, innit? But for those who have like the diehards, like me, who have read Volume 0, then we will know what Rika looks like. But still, this is still a cause for concern, innit? Because we don't know who this person is. Clearly, Rika is more effective because like Rika done away with his curse with swiftness. Plus, Yuta is clearly a lot more capable than ever before, and he's pretty much like a hero, but he's just doing what you gotta do in it because it's dirty work, but he does it well. So now when it comes to the conversation with the elders, what's funny is that obviously you can tell that Yuta is only going along with the elders just because right now the interests align, and that is going after Yuji Itadori. But you can tell, given the fact that, I mean, if you read Volume 0, I'll keep a link to the specific video, but if you look at it, you would deep that Yuta and Inumaki are really good friends. Now, the situation is this, isn't it? Obviously, Sukuna let's say, quote unquote, Sukuna, we don't know yet for certain because right now it's all just words, but from what we can assume is that Sukuna cut off Inumaki's arm, and he's never going to be the same again, innit? And given the fact that his best friend got injured by Sukuna, Yuta is going to be like, alright, cool, I've got to kill Yuji Itadori. Even though Yuji Itadori really and truly is in a similar situation to what he was in back in the day. He could even still be in it now, to be honest, because they still don't trust Yuta fully, but he's proven his capability, so he can continue going off. But my point is, it's a bit of a cycle. So Yuta now being who he is and as capable as ever, I honestly thought he'd be more positive, but they kind of gave him the sort of crazy eyes, like he's tired and he's just a bit deranged, but it is what it is. He's back in his friend and back in the pride of his master, Gojo. So as far as he knows, Sukuna cut off his best friend's arm, so Sukuna got to pay. Now obviously the streets are talking and wondering who would win, Yuji or Itadori, because obviously Yuta's there to try killing himself. I honestly don't know, and I done some tweets about this before, the other day, but I think it's going to be very techie, and it's just because Yuta has proven himself mad capable after just a couple months of training. After a couple months of training, he was able to go up against another special grade sorcerer who, the college couldn't even track down or beat easily. And he was part of the strongest duo of Gojo and Geto, and Yuta beat that dude. Now, let's take it even a step further. Technically, Rika was not a product of cursed technique. It was just he cursed Rika unknowingly, and Rika was just haunting him. So, he's only capable because, he's only dangerous, really, because of Rika. Well, he's not only dangerous because of Rika, but, I mean, a lot of the fear factor to a lot of people who don't really know him is the fact that you got Rika, who has been dubbed the Queen of Curses. But as far as we know about what he can do in terms of what his curse technique is, we don't know yet. But what we have seen is that at his young age, he was able to use reverse curse technique, which is a technique not even Gojo can do. He can mimic another curse technique, which was Inumaki's curse speech, and proved its effectiveness and done a lot of damage. And he's capable of hand-to-hand combat, going up against Geto when he was using Roman Cloud. He is not a scrub in the least, and that was him when he was just having a couple months of training. He still wasn't like experienced. Geto was a veteran and he beat that guy. So now he's had his whole year of training and he's capable of going solo, just like how Inumaki was. He's definitely gonna give Itadori a run for his money. I don't think it's gonna be so simple. Plus, let's take it a step further. There's gonna be the conversation about him and Maki and whatnot, and we don't know what's going on there. So Maki could just be like kind of, let's say, love interest that can sway him. There's also the possibility of Itadori's little effect on people, where he could just turn Yuta Okotsu into his best friend. Who knows? That could happen too. And the thing is, yeah, Yuji Itadori has like around 15 fingers in him, and we saw the damage he can do. Sure, but at the end of the day, like the way Jujutsu Kaisen have gone so far is that they don't like to exaggerate much. I mean, they do it a bit, everyone does, but Queen of Curses Rika, King of Curses Sukuna. Sukuna's the only thing right now, as we know, who is not at 100%. And Rika, as far as we can tell, is in perfect strength. So yeah, there's that. Now, if we were to go into the announcements from Jujutsu headquarters, obviously the elders still don't rate Geto, so that's why he's sentenced to death again. They still think it's Geto and not Naruto Shikamo. I wonder if there's that loophole there, and it's like, oh, don't touch him because he's not actually Geto, but it's just the body of Geto. Now, Gojo has been deemed an accomplice in the Shibuya incident and is thus permanently exiled from the Jutsu world. Removing his seal will be considered a criminal act. With that, it's just like the elders really capitalized. You can tell that there was a power struggle, and it's kind of like how Lex Luthor or Batman kind of don't rate Superman just because of how powerful he is, because Gojo was not someone they could stop. He's someone they would try use to stop all the bad people, but like he was only a good weapon until the weapon would be turned against them. So yeah, they kind of capitalized on the fact that he was sealed. Plus, for them to say that he's an accomplice but also know that he's been sealed is a bit bizarre. So now my question is, where is the seal? But yeah, Masamichi Yaga, I can't lie, I would laugh at this dude because he just caught a stray.
You're a victim.
I mean, mine was just chilling and now he's sentenced to death. Imagine waking up the next day, just be like, what? I swear, my man was just making puppets and here he is now, sentenced to death. Just peak. Now, number 4, Itadori having his death sentence back on schedule with Yuta being the executioner. Well, that's 4 and 5, I guess, isn't it? I'm not really shocked. Sukuna's always been something they all feared. Even Kusakabe and other people in the whole story, we've seen them not like Sukuna. It's natural, especially with the damage that was done. So I'm not surprised, isn't it? But at the end of the day, I just feel like this is going to be one of those sorts of, it's like an inverted Sasuke retrieval arc. So instead of the main character trying to find someone, it's everyone trying to find the main character. And obviously it's a survival thing, but yeah. Now, let me know what your thoughts are down below, and again, which I should really do at the start of my videos, please, oh please, like, comment and subscribe. It'll be great to engage with everyone, and yeah, adios.